I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around a bit as I move along. So we are returning to Ether now. Got to catch up our histories here. So our timeline, get caught up here. We have first, just to remind us, there were 6 generations where the line of Ahah, the royal line, lived in captivity. But then Kham comes and he reclaims the kingdom to the royal line. And Kham is a righteous man. He's a great guy. But he has to fight continually against robbers, against secret combinations. Prophets come, prophesy, the people want to kill the prophets, but Kham protects the prophets. And he's blessed for it. When Kham dies, his son Shiblam becomes king. Very shortly after this, Shiblam's brother starts a civil war trying to take the kingdom. They've got bloody war for many years. Not only do we have Shiblam and his brother fighting, but the robbers are out there. The secret combinations are having local wars, just bloodshed throughout the land. Eventually, Shiblam is killed in this war, and his son Seth is taken into captivity. Now, we don't know his brother's, Shiblam's brother's name, and we're not even sure if it was his brother that took the kingdom. Now, it did say that the people started to repent, and this has brought an end to the war. So Seth is in captivity. We pick this up now, chapter 11, starting in verse 10. And it came to pass that Ahah, his son, did obtain the kingdom, and he did reign over the people all his days, and he did do all manner of iniquity in his days, by which he did cause the shedding of much blood, and few were his days. And Ethem, being a descendant of Ahah, did obtain the kingdom, and he also did that which was wicked in his days. So Seth was in captivity. Ahah comes up. He starts a new war, and he takes over the kingdom. He reclaims it once again to the royal line. But he is a wicked man, and he dies young. His son, it says a descendant of Ahah, but in chapter 1 it calls him his son. So Ethem becomes king, and he is also wicked. Verse 12. And it came to pass that in the days of Ethem there came many prophets, and prophesied again unto the people. Yea, they did prophesy that the Lord would utterly destroy them from off the face of the earth, except they repented of their sins. And it came to pass that the people hardened their hearts, and would not hearken unto their words. And the prophets mourned, and withdrew from among the people. So this is the beginning of the end of the Jaredites. I mean, we all know about Coriantumr and the actual final battles. But this is the beginning. Kham was a righteous man. And while he was alive, there were some blessings. God withheld the wrath to come. In the days of his son, the people started to repent. They did start to listen to the prophets. But now, 3 generations later, they no longer listen to the prophets and are hardening their hearts. Verse 14. And it came to pass that Ethem did execute judgment and wickedness all his days. And he begat Moron. And it came to pass that Moron did reign in his stead, and Moron did that which was wicked before the Lord. That is where we will leave this. Moron, Ethem, Ahaz, all evil men. Likely they didn't reign for too long. We know that Ahah had very few days. It says few were his days. But this will bring us down to about the time of Josiah. So as the Jaredites are preparing to destroy themselves, we will get, Manasseh, he had his spiritual awakening and he did follow God the rest of his life, and he tried to bring Judah back to the worship of God. And now we're getting into Josiah, who is famous for his religious reformation. So while we have the righteous king Josiah, we are going to have the wars beginning among the Jaredites. We will read about Josiah next, so we will see you there. It'll be a little while before we get back to the Jaredites.